It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to Jack. I see none of your friends wanted to play this evening, so you figured you'd just get in touch with old Schmitty. Well, thanks. Makes me feel really important. You know, if you invested in another controller or two, you might have a few more friends. Kind of like having a pool in the backyard.
One.
This category is The Amazing Randy is Amazingly Randy tonight. $3,000 for this one. Well, how about this? A little trip back in time for our Middle Ages episode. You know, when folks believed all kinds of crazy stuff. Check this out. According to medieval beliefs, which talk show host's defining facial feature indicates he'd give you a night of lust-laden love? Conan O'Brien's freckles, Larry King's liver spots, Jay Leno's extended chin, or David Letterman's gap-toothed grin? No! Here's the one the winners pick. Back in the Middle Ages, people with gapped teeth, especially women, were considered exceptionally amorous, so it'd be Dave. It's no wonder Dave once tried to have a regular feature called Horny Human Tricks.
2.
The category's gonna be King Arthur at the Urologists. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, so you probably know the story of the sword Excalibur being stuck in the stone, and, you know, of course you do. Why do I waste my time? Imagine Excalibur is stuck in a kidney stone. If King Arthur employs a method commonly used for breaking up kidney stones, what will he use to free his sword? Angioplasty, ultrasonic waves, radiation, or a constant diet of leafy vegetables? Ultrasonic waves are frequently used to break up kidney stones so they can be passed more easily. Which is all well and good, but wait till he has to pass that sword. All right, don't freak out at me or nothing, but you're about to jump headfirst into a dis or dat. The name of your dis or dat category is Collect All 4 Spanish Inquisition Action Figures. What ho, good player! I shall announce 7 points, and for each one I bid you tell me if it doth make reference to the Burger King or the White Castle. If it doth make reference to the Okay, that's enough. If it's Burger King, press the square button. If it refers to White Castle, press the circle button. And hit the triangle to skip the ones you don't know. You get $1,000 for each right answer, and you lose $1,000 for each one you get wrong or you don't get to. Okay, can I get 30 seconds on the clock? Okay, dance with me, baby. Steam Grill, BK or White Castle? Sliders. What you crave. Have it your way. Flame Broil. Whopper. Half lunch. Small and square. 5 right. Solid mediocrity. Let's throw that cash onto your total. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
4.
I'm calling this one Party Till You're Putrid. $1,000 at stake on this one. Here's the question. If the latest dance craze is the dance macabre, what will your next party involve? Forming a conga line to the graveyard, losing an eye during the hokey pokey, stabbings during the chicken dance, or beating out Hades in a limbo contest. The dance macabre was a medieval ritual which symbolized death's ultimate triumph. The dance took place in graveyards.
Hey, come on, let's pick this party up a little bit. What are y'all, dead or something? Oh.
5.
This one's called I Dub Thee Sir Rich and Famous. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. You, do realize that there are still valiant knights in this world, right? Hey, chivalry didn't die out with Knight Rider, you know. Come to think of it, you'd have a hard time finding somebody who's not a knight. Observe. Which of these men is not an actual knight? Sting, Alec Guinness, Elton John, or Sean Connery? See, now me, I wouldn't have gone this way. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. Just like me, my close personal friend Sting does not have a Sir before his name. Not sure why, though. I think he'd make a great knight. I hear he can lance for 5 hours straight.
6,
Coming at ya. Armageddon is booked. Can we reschedule? I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Okay, comic book freaks, show of hands. Who remembers a couple of years ago when Superman actually died in the comic book? He was killed by a monster named Doomsday? Yeah, that's what I thought. If Superman were actually done in by the Doomsday book, how would it most likely have vanquished him? By summoning all the minions of hell, by singing religious hymns to him, by making him pay his taxes, or by subjecting him to medical experiments. I know, it's not easy. Does this ring a bell? The Doomsday Book was a survey of 11th century England that determined, among other things, how much taxes were owed to the king, which means the only things for sure in Superman's life are death, taxes, and tight blue underwear.
7,
Up next, check her out. You get it right, you get $2K. All right, give me your best shot. Say you're playing checkers in London. Where might you expect your opponent to take you when you say, "King me"? The Tower of London, Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, or Salisbury Cathedral? No, silly. That's where British royalty goes to get involved in extramarital affairs. Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. Since William the Conqueror took the throne in 1066, British sovereigns have been crowned at Westminster Abbey. So, if you're not any good at playing checkers, forget it. You're never going to have a shot at being King of England.
8,
Here's a little something I call, Froggy isn't the only one who went a-courtin'. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. If there were a self-help book to help the modern man master the art of courtly love, what would it most likely be called? Men who love to fight, men who love other men's wives, men who only love God, or men who are afraid to love. There's no reason to be afraid. Come here, let me hug you. Come on. There, you see that? That feels good, doesn't it? You feel my love? The correct answer is, the idea of courtly love involved being in love with a woman of similar or higher social rank, and she was usually married to somebody else. Of course, it was all very hush-hush, which is why they called it courtly love instead of shag the queen in the hallway while the king is away at battle love.
9,
The category is, stay tuned for those wacky, wacky Visigoths. How does $2,000 sound? See if you can wrap your skull around this. Which of these TV shows could be about the zany, mixed-up adventures of the first Holy Roman Emperor? Charles the Great in charge, Henry VIII is enough, Magnus P.I., or the Fresh Prince William of Orange? So, do you lose here often? Okay, now, here's a good answer. Charles the Great, or Charlemagne to you groupies, was the first Holy Roman Emperor. And if you don't believe me, check your local listings. Get ready, because you're going to play a When Did Happen. All right, I'm going to show you an event like this. Then I'm going to list off 7 other events like this one. All you got to do for each one is tell me whether it happened before or after man first walked on the moon, or if it never happened at all. Buzz in when the correct answer is lit, you'll get $1,000. But be careful, if you buzz in when the incorrect answer is lit, you lose $1,000. Each time you're wrong. All right, let's get this party rolling. The category for this When Did Happen is My Kingdom for a Trans Am. Okay, be honest, what's an episode about feudal kings and fiefdom? Fiefdom? Fiefdom. Peasants without a valiant knight sweeping in to save the day. Which leads me to this historic event. Knight Rider valiantly drives into our living rooms. Now, wench, you will tell me, did this event happen before Knight Rider premiered, after that, or is it something that has never happened at all? Let's see what happens. Nice job, my friend. Let's see how that affects the big picture. Well, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed that. Shall we get back to the game?
11.
This category is proof that the World Wide Web is round. $2,000 for correct answer. Yep, there sure was a lot of exploring going on in those Middle Ages. Nobody wanted to stay home, I guess. No TV. Suppose Henry the Navigator were exploring with Netscape Navigator. Which of the following would Henry most likely choose for his homepage? www.netherlands.com, www.italy.com, www.portugal.com, or www.spain.com. I'm sorry, that answer does not have a DNS entry. Please see your service provider. Why didn't you pick this one? Henry the Navigator was a Portuguese prince. And like everyone else in those days, he traveled around the world searching for free downloadable porn.
12.
The category's going to be the patron saint of skin-tight leather jumpsuits. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Heads up, here it comes. Suppose instead of casting Ursula Andress in the Bond movie Dr. No, Saint Ursula had been cast. What scene would most likely have been included? Bond disguising himself as a donkey. Bond making martinis for a leper colony. Bond being tortured by Irish peasants. Or Bond leading 11,000 virgins to his room. Saint Ursula led a pilgrimage of 11,000 virgins to the Holy Land. Unfortunately, they only got as far as Germany before they were wiped out by a bunch of Huns.
You! How did you get through? There were 11,000 virgins in that room.
Not anymore.
13.
I'm calling this one. Vegans spend a lot of time on the throne. I got $2,000 says you don't know this one. Hey, did you ever notice how they always portray kings from the Middle Ages as big fat guys who are always gnawing on turkey legs? You know, when they couldn't get their hands on Burger King or White Castle. Well, suppose a king goes vegan and decides to gnaw on tofurkey instead. Which of the following will be dripping on his royal tunic? Ptomaine, tempura, wheat gluten, or coagulated toadstool? It says here tempura is a type of painting involving egg yolks. Well, now who would have thought you could paint with eggs, huh? I always thought they were just for homemade enemas. You want to see what the smart money says? Delicious wheat gluten is an ingredient in tofurkey. Of course, once a king goes vegan, that's pretty much the end of that kingdom. Next thing you know, he won't let his knights joust, but they'll have to play duck, duck, goose instead.
14.
This one's called the I Don't Want to Get Laid Society. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Okay, what would a Middle Ages episode be without mentioning the Society for Creative Anachronisms? Excuse me, the Society for Creative Anachronisms. I'm sorry. I just can't think of those guys and keep a straight face. All right, here we go. If you're in the Shire of Clundara in the Principality of the Mists, are you kidding me? All right, in the West Kingdom, where are you? Honolulu, Los Angeles, New York, or San Francisco? No, I'm sorry. Los Angeles is in the Barony of Angels in the Kingdom of Cade. Duh. Should have picked this one. The Society for Creative Anachronisms tries to recreate a name everything in medieval terminology, hence San Fran's nerded up name there. Yes, and if you'd like to see just how faithful the Society is to keeping everything exactly as it was in the Middle Ages, you can visit them at their website.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see two words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget,
Remember the clue.
not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue.
Stuck in the middle. Yep. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, and here I am. Have fun! if you'd have gotten just one or two more questions right, I could still tell you that you stink, but you wouldn't have to agree with me. Oh, and while I'm pouring salt in the wound...
You don't know Jack!
Please let me know if you would like to play a game.
Psst, hey, listen to this. It's a recording from the planet Mars.
Hey, keep it down. I'm watching a game over here. Drink.
Women, dude. You can't live with them. You can't have sex without them.
Knees.
They bend.
You gotta love knees.
I have 2 of them.
And so should you. Brought to you by the Knee Council. Psst, hey, listen to this. It's a recording from the planet Venus.
Oh my god, I'm having hot flashes again.
Do these pants make my butt look big? Let's go shopping.
Hi, I'm Steel Dakota, President of the National Gun Association, and I'm here to tell you about yet another reason why you need to protect your right to bear arms. Consider this all too familiar scenario.
Come here, Fluffy. Yeah, nice kitty. You're a good kitty cat. Hey, wait, Fluffy, where'd you get that AK-47? Huh? Hey, don't be crazy. Hey, put that down. Wait.
Whether it's a dangerous home invader or a heavily armed house cat, America, protect your rights and protect yourself.
Mr. Johnson's magic powder will make you invisible.
Me?
Yes, you.
Really?
How? Just add water and drink. Try it.
Okay.
All right, look in the mirror.
It, doesn't seem to be working.
Ah, but close your eyes now.
Oh my God, it's a miracle. I can't see myself. This stuff really works.
Mr. Johnson's magic powder. This stuff really works.
Who is that? Where's that voice coming from? A little help here?
Everybody in clown shoes.
And now, the St. Joseph's Historically Inaccurate Boys Choir.
Oh, Genghis Khan was a merry old man, and a very hairy man was he. He invaded Alaska from the north and taught penguins how to speak Chinese. Oh, after the battle he was quite hungry, so he went to a KFC, where he ordered coleslaw, mashed potatoes, and chicken de rotisserie.
Wow.